Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to Pole Day Qualifying for tomorrow afternoon's Craftsman Truck Series third race of the season. As we're ready for, first of all, to find out who will be the 12 drivers that will race their way into tomorrow afternoon's race. I'm just going to throw this little disclaimer right now. This is the second attempt I've had to re-record the qualifying deal because the first attempt I got it recorded, but then uploading was becoming a problem, and now I have had to redo it because of my stupid recording software that doesn't want to cooperate. So I do apologize for that, but knowing Danny Jr., he did not accept my apology and decided to flip me off. What a bozo. Anyway, Jacob Foster, the first driver out on the track. So ignore what I'm going to throw a little disclaimer. Ignore what I said in the Busch qualifying you will see tomorrow afternoon on the starting grid because this will be the official starting grid. So just giving you an FYI. 23 drivers will take to the track, getting ready for qualifying to see what will happen tomorrow afternoon in our third race of the year. We're halfway through using season one's owner points. Next week will be the final race. We'll use season one's owner points, and then we will use this season's owner points. As Jacob Foster posted a 33.847. Now 33.543 as he goes to the top of the timesheet. Scarlett Wallace, Lucian Bianchi, Victor Alvarez, Timo Mauser, Erica Douglas trying to make her second start of the year. Anthony Ritchie goes to the top of the timesheets. There's Ruby White. Lucas Sales trying to make his first start of the year and his first career start. Donovan Carter, Sasha Breik, Joshua Ambrosio, Pedro Sales, Abigail Furling, Rogal Dorn, Moran, Zach Foster trying to make his debut. He'll try to attempt to qualify for tomorrow afternoon's Busch Series race. A couple of drivers have yet to set a time as we're almost at a halfway mark in round one of qualifying. Ambrosio goes to the top of the timesheets. Right now, the 9 and the 08 have yet to set a qualifying time. Okay, the 9's already set a time. Mark Simpson, 22nd quickest. So everybody has set a time. Rogal Dorn now on the bubble. Hope we don't have any issues trying to get this video up, or else we're going to have a problem. And that's not a good thing. Orgo Dorn, now seventh quickest. Sasha Bright now on the bubble. There's Zach Foster. Trinity Lee on pit road trying to make one more adjustment before she gets back out on the track. Jacob Foster there in the 28 machine as my Charger decides to be dumb and stupid again. Right now, Scarlett Wallace. There's Anthony Ritchie currently doing well. Lucian Bianchi currently the fastest here in this go or go home qualifying session. There's Bianchi, just came back out on the track because we just have a little over 2 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. Don't know what's going on with my charger, why it's being stupid, but it is. It's like Bianchi's going to make the show this week. So is Ruby White. Jacob Foster looks like he's going to make his Truck Series debut. Did not make it last week. And zero's on the clock. And that will be it for qualifying. Down to like 20 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and pause it now because nobody's really going to improve. So, Lucian Bianchi, Ruby White, Anthony Ritchie, Zachy Panini, Joshua Ambrosio, Timo Mauser, Erica Douglas, Jacob Foster. Zach Foster will make his Truck Series debut. Mark Simpson, Rogel Dorn, and Chikara Takashi takes the final transfer spot. Congratulations to those 12 drivers. They will race tomorrow afternoon. Unfortunately, the drivers who will not race tomorrow afternoon, they are Victor Alvarez, Sasha Bright, Xavier Rand, Pedro Sales, Scarlett Wallace, Quentin Moore, Lucas Sales, Maria Steiner, Trinity Lee, Abigail Furling, and Donovan Carter. Those drivers will not race tomorrow afternoon. We will see Quentin Moore in tomorrow's Busch Series race as he is locked the into that race. So we'll see those drivers again next week. But congratulations to the 12 drivers who just made it into this afternoon's race. We will take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll bring you round two of qualifying as my charger won't stop being stupid. We'll be back to pole day qualifying for the Craftsman Truck Series right after this, an award from our Blue Hedgehog station. Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway as we're getting ready for round two of qualifying. It's time to find out who will start on the pole for tomorrow afternoon's Craftsman Truck Series race here at Las Vegas. Want to remind everybody this copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the World Racing Association to Blue Hedgehog TV for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast or retransmitting or any other disseminations or the use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the World Racing Association is prohibited. Blue Hedgehog TV and the World Racing Association want to thank you fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. As Mark Games was the first driver out onto the track as we begin second round qualifying here at Loudon. So Mark Games can do on his first time lap. Going to be a fun day tomorrow afternoon for these Truck Series drivers. We also got pole day qualifying for the Busch Series tomorrow afternoon before we get Mark Games now has the fastest lap of the session. There's Carolina Bradley. We'll be seeing her tomorrow. Trying to make it in the Busch Series race. She fell out of the top 30 in owner points, so she will need to go or go home. Of course, making her second start of the year, it'll be Lucy Granger who'll be in that ride next week at Phoenix. That will be the last race we're using last season's points. And then we'll be seeing this 50 car in go or go home qualifying the following week at Auto Club. It's like Victoria Hughes has taken The fastest lap honors. Gretchen Mueller is heading to the pits. There's Victoria. Well, she was the fastest, 32.611. It's now gone to Ashlyn Wright. There she is, 32.551 for the Jelly Belly Chevrolet. Ashlyn Wright, will see her tomorrow afternoon as she'll be qualifying the Busch car and get ready for the truck race as far as that is concerned. Ashlyn Wright comes into this race 41st in the points, so she needs a big run here this weekend. Because remember, after next week's race at Phoenix, we're going to lock in the drivers into this season's owner points, and she's currently going to be on the outside looking in if she doesn't get a big result. There's Maisie Creighton, as my charger decided to be dumb and stupid for some reason. I don't know what's causing my charger to not stay still or plugged in. Well, as soon as I say that, Dylan Cunningham is now the fastest. Dylan is 31st in the points. He's another driver that's near having to qualify his way into the show. At Square D Dodge out of Bobby Hamilton Racing. There's Shyla Askarov. Shyla is 15th in the points table. Of course, the Craftsman Truck Series raced here at Las Vegas last season. This is the truck that went to victory lane last season. There's some black smoke up ahead. Zachy Panini's engine let go. But back to what I was saying. This 2 truck went to victory lane, which was Jared Underhill, who's now banned from the channel. So Shyla needs something to go right for her. Joshua Ambrosia, there's Alina Ritchie, Skylar Davidson's on pit road. There's Ashlyn Wright coming back out onto the track. Now Erica Douglas, the quickest, 32.514 for the 78, and she's making her second start of the year. Looking to bounce back after a tough race at Coca-Cola. Or actually, let me look. Had a good race at Coca-Cola. She failed to qualify for last week's race at Rockingham, but did better. Doing better here this week. Can't wait to see what Zach Foster can do in his Truck Series debut. As I hit the wrong button. I was trying to clean my mouse off. I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Luis Hernandez in the 17. We talked about drivers that need to stay in the top 30 in the points table to be locked in the show. Luis is 25th in the points. The problem is he is only 8 points ahead of the 30th in the standings cut line as far as to be locking himself into the show every week. So he will need to have a good run or could be facing danger as far as not making the show. So he needs to get something going. Anthony Ritchie is making, I believe Anthony Ritchie is making his third start. Of course, he is 5th in the points. So that way you guys don't have to hear my premiere that's going on right now. That's why I muted my phone. I will have the starting grid ready to go. And it looks like the 6 went the quickest. That would be Addison Peterson, we'll be seeing her tomorrow afternoon trying to qualify her Busch Series car. 32,513 to a 514 that Erica Douglas set. Look at that swarm of cars. As I'm recording this, the Black Mesa Truck Series race is premiering. That's why you're not hearing any music, and I don't have my TV on because I need some less distractions as far as I'm concerned. As we're down to 5 minutes left to go in this qualifying session. Addison comes into this race 18th in the points, gained 7 spots after last week's race at Rockingham, North Carolina. Two of my girls are on the front row, Douglas and Peterson. Right now, Takashi and Cunningham would be row 2. Mark Simpson, Ashlyn Wright, row 3. Michael Brown, Carolina Bradley, row 4. Row 5 is the 59 of Anna Steiner and Mark Games, completing your top 10. Sam Vickers currently the slowest, but remember, you can pass here at Las Vegas. It's not like you're going to be at a disadvantage. Addison Peterson. Right now, 15th quickest for Zach Foster. I thought somebody was calling for me, but I guess not. I'm just hearing things. Carlos Rodriguez back out on the track. Anna Berger, Summer Oskin, Ingrid Pollard. Cody Goforth. Currently in 30th. I don't think anyone's going to be a 32,513 that was set by Addison Peterson. Down to 90 seconds left to go in this qualifying session. This is the only on-track activity we have here today. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll have the Busch Series qualifying, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. Truck race at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. Then we'll have the Winston Cup qualifying at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. I'm going to have a lot to talk about in the Winston Cup Series side because there were some penalties that were handed out after Rockingham last week. Then the Busch race at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. Then the Winston Cup race Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Going to be interesting to see what will happen. Right now, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Zeros on the clock. I'm probably don't thinking anybody's going to beat the 6 of Addison Peterson, so this will be her first pole of her career. And she'll lead us to green tomorrow afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. And doesn't look like anyone did improve. And there it is, your official starting lineup. So Addison Peterson, Erica Douglas on the front row, Chikari Takashi, Dylan Cunningham in row 2, Mark Simpson, Ashlyn Wright, row number 3, row 4, Tatiana Guerra, Samit Oskin, Caroline Bradley, Anna Steiner complete your top 10, as that is zeros on the clock, so nobody did improve. Zach Foster going to roll off 17th in his debut. As I need to type something real quickly on my phone. These drivers didn't have good qualifying efforts. You look on down through the rest of the the qualifying results for your starting grid. On the back road, a couple of DVR girls. So we have a couple of DVR girls starting at the front. We got some DVR girls starting at the rear of the field. So Shyla Ascroft, Maisie Creighton got their work cut out for them. Should be interesting. And tomorrow's Victoria Voice Foundation 200. And then we have the Boyd Gaming 300 for the Busch race and the Pennzoil 400 Winston Cup race on Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed this qualifying session. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We've shown your starting lineup for tomorrow afternoon's race. Until tomorrow afternoon, whether it's the Busch race or Busch qualifying or the truck race, I've been D. DeVoe signing off. So long from Vegas, as you've been watching another broadcast of the World Racing Association, the greatest racing since 2013.